Have you ever known someone to get raped, and by the cause of their rape, they got pregnant? Do you know someone who is impregnated by someone in their very own family? Do you know someone who knew their life would never be the same if they got pregnant? How awful do you think the feeling is for these people, and that they can't take the matter into their own hands, that they don't have a choice? They must go through these pregnancies and raise a child. Abortion is a very touchy subject for most all people. I am not here to persuade you to accept and promote abortion, and I am not here to persuade you that abortion is not okay. I am simply here to educate you on how all people should be pro-choice. I hope no one is offended and everyone finds this educational and somewhat eye-opening. In my own personal opinion, I think the law should be that it is the woman's choice. No one can tell her otherwise or refuse any of her rights. I feel this way because you never know what a woman is going through and at a certain point in her life. There are many different scenarios a woman could feel the need to have an abortion done. Maybe unfortunately she was raped and she couldn't stand the fact that every time she looked into her child's face she would see the rape over and over again. It would be absolutely traumatizing to her and the child because she couldn't 100% love the child. Another instance is that she maybe had been impregnated by a member of her own family. This could cause huge upset to the woman and her family, as well as the child potentially having huge abnormalities. The decision to abort could be caused by a woman just for the fact that she is not ready to be a parent. She could have been caught up in heat of the moment and then suffered the consequence. But she might be a responsible woman who has specific career goals and dreams to become successful first and then raise a family. A woman might just be smart enough to realize that having a child now will refrain her from further schooling and her career options. Another big reasoning, in my own opinion, is because of the health risks for both the woman and the fetus. The woman may have some underlying health issues that could cause the risk of pregnancy to be large enough to the point where she's too scared to go through with the pregnancy. And regarding the fetus, there are many amazing tests out there that can detect problems or issues with the child, some regarding physical or mental issues. A woman may feel that it wouldn't be fair to the fetus to bring it into this world because she's too scared the fetus won't receive the appropriate attention and care that it needs. All of these issues are very wearing on a parent and need deep and heavy consideration. I also would like to touch base on how I believe it is a woman's choice versus a man's. I do understand that the child is half as much the father's as it is the mother's, but by nature's choice, the woman is the one to carry the child for 9 months. If she is forced, she may do damage to the fetus on purpose and try to create a miscarriage. A woman will be grounded for 9 months against her own will. A woman will have to go through the pains and scarring for a man's needs and wants. I think this is a horrible thing to experience, but I feel that since the woman is doing the carrying and delivering, it should be her ultimate choice. I now want to share with you some facts I found from research that I have completed. This next passage is a pro-choice source. We are pro-choice. Pro-abortion is inaccurate, as it implies favoring abortion over childbirth. We support reproductive freedom, which means that an individual woman should be able to make her own choice. I also found this passage to be quite devastating when you talk about taking a woman's right away. Laws against abortion do not stop abortion. They simply make it less safe. The number of women who get abortions does not change when it is being done from legal to illegal, or vice versa. The only thing that changes is more women die. Every year, 78,000 women die from unsafe abortions. Reproductive choice can be the only thing that stands between a woman and poverty, and sometimes between reproductive choice and death. I do still want to acknowledge the other side of the stick about anti-abortion. People have their different beliefs for standing outside MATC with sticks, chanting and putting heinous pamphlets on your windshields, and the reasons are the right to an unborn to live supersedes any right of a woman to control her own body. And abortion should not be permitted for rape because it is wrong to punish a child for the sin of the father. Besides, pregnancy rarely happens from rape. women can get immediate medical treatment to prevent pregnancy. Saying that last passage gives me goosebumps out of anger. Not only is the passage insinuating on taking the right from the woman, but also punishing her from being raped and not going to get a pill within 48 hours later. This is heinous and unreal. Do you, the anti-abortion people, know that what the woman was doing the last 48 hours of conception? She could have been hurt very badly, stranded, threatened, beaten. Things we can't even imagine could have been happening to her. So, to say a woman has no right, especially when she has been raped, is absolutely ridiculous. I am pro-choice and think all of you should put your feet in their shoes and actually walk in them this time, before you go standing and marching with a sign in your hand telling a woman what she cannot do.